Chair Cagle and members of the committee. My name is Renee Carlson. I serve as General Counsel for True North Legal. Like many of you in this room, we care deeply about protecting children. And I think we can all agree that technology has come a long way since some of us were playing Oregon Trail or saving things to floppy disks. Yes, I had to get some humor and lighten up the room today. Children and teens can now carry around in their pockets via devices the internet. They carry them around with smartphones and other things all of the time. They have access to an entire tech universe at the palm of their hands any hour of the day. But technology has changed significantly since legislative bodies first tried to pass age verification laws in the early 2000s. The internet is much more invasive than it was then, and children are increasingly stumbling upon violent, pornographic content. Guardrails are warranted because the safety of our children is a priority, and that's the purpose of this bill. Turning to the law, I want to affirm that House File 1434 is on solid legal footing. Last year, in FSC versus Paxton, the United States Supreme Court upheld a similar Texas law requiring pornography websites to verify the age of their users before providing access. Here, the court applied the intermediate scrutiny standard, holding the Texas law does not burden speech under the First Amendment because the law only incidentally burdens adult speech, affirming its long-standing precedent that states have a specific interest in protecting children from objectionable material considered harmful to minors. The court recognized that children have a limited capacity, both neurologically and in maturity. Because of these limitations, the court affirmed that states are well within their authority to place boundaries on children that in some circumstances would not be permissible for adults. It's also important to make clear that just like the Texas law, House File 1434 does not block adult access to websites with adult content. It simply requires age verification, which the court noted is common when a law draws lines based on age. Like House File 1434, this law is simply adapting the same principle to today's technology to protect kids. We are aware of the objections raised about this bill in one group's written testimony. I just would like to inform the members that it's important to understand that many of those objections are based on legal arguments that were raised in FSC versus Paxton recently at the United States Supreme Court, and those arguments lost. The majority opinion very clearly resolves those objections, stating requiring proof of age is an ordinary and appropriate means of enforcing an age-based limit on obscenity to minors, and adults have no First Amendment right to avoid age verification. So the question before you today is not whether the bill is legal, it's whether shielding kids from a predatory industry is the right public policy decision. With 84% of adults surveyed supporting age verification, the public has reached a clear consensus. We agree. Protecting children's innocence should not be a controversial public policy decision. It's just common sense. Thank you, members, for your time today, and I appreciate your consideration of this important issue.
Thank you for your testimony.